In the summer of '08, a group of teens made a short documentary about teens who have criminal records and the struggles they face in everyday life. You may think this isn't even important, but for tons of teens it is. Should teen convicts deserve a second chance? What do you think?
Well, the whole idea of the film came about when we had to plan and figure out our summer job project that we were gonna do. And one of the girls that worked for MMYC, she came up on this idea because she's been reading it in the news, and some of the kids at MMYC have been in that situation. And she decided to do this whole movie about kids who've been convicted. We settled on Tony, Melvin, and Muhammad because they've been in that situation before. They were really open about it. Muhammad said, okay, I'll do it.
One of the reasons that I ever got locked up for was because I was in a stolen car that me and my people stole. And from there, I got caught up with the car, went through court. I did bad things, and I've been through, I didn't deny to what I did because I'm not an in denial person. So that's one of the reasons that I really got time for, was because I didn't deny nothing. I told the truth.
Tony said, okay, I'll be in it.
I got in trouble in the past, some of the charges I got were basically theft, possession of marijuana and paraphernalia, But the one serious charge that I got was catching assault and battery charge, 1st degree. Me and a couple of my homies were chilling this one day, right? Just chilling, doing our thing. And then as we chilling right there, we see this guy watching us from a distance. So that just kind of caught my attention. I told a couple of my homies, yeah, there's somebody looking at us. And then he started slowly walking up to us, right? And then he was like, what you guys doing? And I was like, man, we just chilling. And he was like, it's people like you who leave this area all dirty. Personally, I got offended because he said you people. You can't just say you people, and then we were all Spanish people and the dude was white, so of course I'm gonna be offended. But then right after that, he started really going racial on me. He said, you Spics are always leaving this area dirty. So I can't take that lightly. So what I did, I just got in his face. And I wasn't gonna take that type of thing from nobody, But then 2 of my homies came up behind him. One of them popped him with a stick and he just dropped, and they kept stomping him. And then he started yelling for police. So we all just that was our cue to just start running. So me and some of my homies went one way and the rest went the other. I went towards university, and right there were about 4 cop cars, a K9 unit, an undercover unit, a biker cop just waiting for us right there. So it's not like we're gonna run away from it. So they just got us right there, cuffed us, got our information, took us to the station.
And Melvin too, so.
I've been incarcerated or adjudicated, if that's how you want to say it, for stuff that I did in the past, years ago. It all started when a friend of mine just had a brilliant idea and was like, let's go get that car. And I told him, nah, we can't. We just came from a funeral. You feel me? Why are we gonna go steal a car? Oh, because those are the guys that were involved and stuff. Okay, cool, then let's go. All right, so understand, I didn't expect, to get caught and all that stuff. You feel me?
They were totally cool. They were willing to learn. First, I had a group full of boys. I was like, okay, none of them are gonna really be interested. I haven't really taught before. But they were engaged. Muhammad really surprised me on how engaged he was. He was talking about coming back to the Ghani Brigade and learning more about video. Melvin was like the leader of everything. He was really interested. He liked finding people and being on camera and doing interviews. Tony was a little shy and a little reserved. I guess he didn't want to put himself out there, but working with him, as soon as he started getting better at the interviews, he really wanted to do it. They really got into it once we started working with them.
As the film went on, as the days went on and we went to places, we got to know each other, we became really good friends. My views of the 3 of them back in the summer when I met them, it was, oh, they're, someone that I really shouldn't trust. But then now it's like, it doesn't matter what they did. They're good people.
It is challenging to sometimes reintegrate yourself into mainstream society. You know, the interesting thing about incarceration is that it's supposed to provide some level of rehabilitation, and most importantly, in the opportunity to achieve some level of redemption for the mistakes that you've made. Society forgets that. Mainstream media forgets that all the time. And so often the focus is on like, yeah, well, you know, this person hit this, but they're still a criminal. And unfortunately, there are those folks or institutions or systems that believe once a criminal, always a criminal.
The prison system is really geared to, you know, knocking people down, kind of driving out their spirit, breaking their spirit. However, it doesn't help when people get out on that basis, because then they're lost. They have no self-esteem, they have no connections, they have no direction. And we try to build up that part of them so that their humanity isn't forgotten.
Life was extremely hard when I got out. You know, I couldn't get a job. I spent literally like 6 months, 2 months, 3 months at a time trying to get a job, and I couldn't. You know, a few people cut me some breaks. You know, understand? I worked at an auto parts store. You know, they cut me some slack, and they let me work for them for a few months. Taught me something, and they at least gave me, you know, a second chance. You understand?
I think that Melvin, Mohammed, and Tony were really trying their best to just be successful at life, I guess, because every single day, all of them will come 30 minutes early for the internship. We will meet at 2 o'clock, and they will be here 1:30 every single day.
I went almost a full year without no incidents, no nothing, and I went to go hang out in an old neighborhood. And the cops, you understand, they know me. Not that I associate with them, but they know me. They're gonna be like, oh, we know that guy. He's probably up to no good. We haven't seen him for a few years. Wonder what's up. So my friends, they're doing illegal stuff, you know what I'm saying? They're smoking and they're drinking right there, and coincidentally, the cop comes and he's like, hey, you understand? The cop, before the cop showed up, he said that he convinced me to, you know, not to walk away. Well, I really call it convincing, you understand? Because he convinced me because he had a gun. He had his gun drawn out, and I look back and I'm like, okay, well, if I run, he's gonna shoot. You understand? I don't know if he's gonna shoot or not, but it was not to say he will. And so I head back and I sit, and then he's like, I'm gonna search you, you understand? Do you have any weapons or anything? I was like, no, I refuse. You know, a lot of people, they let the cops harass them and search them. Nah, I refuse.
I still believe in second chances, but I know it's really hard after if you've been in jail and you've been in the system and you have that history, that record. It's hard for you to kind of get that second chance, but I still believe that they need to try to give people second chances.
I learned that these 3 young men had a lot to say. The most important thing at the end of the day, at the end of the summer, at the end of this project was that we all need each other. You know, Melvin, Mohammed, and Tony need society as much as society needs from them. Society cannot run without them because they have rights here too, you know, and you cannot treat them as if they were animals.